Welcome to the AI Opus, or as we like to call it, TEO. I'm Sarah, your guide to all things AI.
And I'm Mike. Great to be here, Sarah. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Mike. There's a ton of AI news from the past 24 hours, so let's jump right in.
Let's do it. What's up first?
First, Microsoft Research just dropped a new language model, BitNet B1.582B4T. It's got 2 billion parameters and runs at just 1.58 bits per weight.
Wait, bits per weight? That sounds technical. What does that mean?
Great question. Basically, it's a way to make AI models smaller and more efficient. Most models use higher precision weights, but by lowering the bits per weight, you can run big models faster, even on CPUs like Apple's M2, not just expensive GPUs.
So you get the same power with less hardware?
Exactly. And the cool part is, this model matches full precision models in coding, math, and language tasks. Plus, Microsoft open-sourced the weights in code, although for now the best performance relies on Microsoft's own framework.
Interesting. So it's open in theory, but best in class with Microsoft's tools.
That's right.
What's our next headline?
OpenAI has been busy. They're reportedly in talks to acquire Windsurf, you might know them as Codeium, for around $3 billion.
Whoa, that's a big number. Why Windsurf?
Windsurf builds AI coding assistants, and OpenAI wants to bolster their position in that market. The twist? OpenAI already has a stake in Cursor, which is a rival coding tool, so it might put them in a tricky spot.
Sounds like a potential conflict of interest.
Yep, it's a delicate dance. And that's not all. OpenAI also released 2 new models, O3, their most powerful yet, and O4 Mini, which is super efficient for STEM and data science. Both now have full tool access in ChatGPT with better reasoning abilities.
Tool access? Like what kind of tools?
Think of it like ChatGPT being able to use calculators, code interpreters, or even browse the web directly while answering your questions.
Handy. Anything else from OpenAI?
Lots. They launched Codex CLI, an open-source multimodal coding agent for the terminal, and they're putting up $1 million in API grants to encourage developers to try it out.
That's generous. Any updates on safety?
Yes, they've rolled out a safety-focused reasoning monitor for their latest models. It's designed to block prompts related to things like biological or chemical threats.
Always good to hear. But I also saw something about privacy concerns.
You're sharp. There's a trend of users employing ChatGPT's O3 to identify locations from images, which raises doxing concerns. Right now, there aren't protections in place to prevent that kind of misuse.
That's definitely worrying. Is OpenAI doing anything about it?
Not yet, but the spotlight's on them now, so I'd expect movement soon.
And what about this Stargate thing?
Glad you mentioned it. Stargate is OpenAI's massive $500 billion AI infrastructure project with Oracle and SoftBank. While it started in the US, they're now exploring expanding into the UK, Germany, and France.
That's a huge global push.
Absolutely. Lots of moving pieces for OpenAI at the moment.
All right, what's next on our list?
Tech Data and NVIDIA just announced a partnership to distribute NVIDIA's enterprise AI and data center solutions across India.
That sounds big for India's AI ecosystem.
It is. Tech Data's Destination AI program means Indian companies will have full-stack access to NVIDIA GPUs and all the software they need, like CUDA-X and NIM microservices.
So it'll help more businesses get into AI, right?
Exactly. And with NVIDIA's tech, it's a huge boost for enterprise innovation there.
Who's up after that?
ABB is planning to spin off ABB Robotics as a separate company by the second quarter of 2026, pending shareholder approval.
Why spin it off?
The idea is to sharpen ABB Robotics' focus on intelligent automation and AI, while the rest of ABB will zero in on electrification and process automation. They want each division to play to its strengths.
Makes sense. More specialized, more effective.
Exactly.
What's up with IBM?
IBM released Granite 3.3, with a highlight on Granite Speech 3.3 8B, a model for speech-to-text and translation. It's open-sourced under Apache 2.0, accurate, cost-effective, and translates from English to multiple languages.
Open source is always cool. Any future plans?
Granite 4.0 is in the works. promising even faster and larger scale capabilities.
Nice. Now what's happening at XAI?
XAI just added memory to their chatbot, Grok. So now Grok can remember past conversations and offer more personalized responses.
Like if I ask Grok for a recipe today, it'll remember tomorrow.
That's the idea. Users also have controls to see and delete what Grok remembers. Right now it's in beta and not available in the EU or UK yet.
Privacy first. Good to hear.
Definitely.
JetBrains is next, right?
Yep. JetBrains unified subscriptions for their AI assistant and a new coding agent called Junie, which is powered by Claude. Now, one subscription covers them both across all their IDEs, and there's even a free tier.
So you get both tools in one package.
Exactly. The AI assistant now supports editing across multiple files and gives context-aware suggestions. Junie helps from planning code to improving quality. JetBrains is also partnering with Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google Cloud to power all this.
That's a solid lineup.
For sure.
And I heard about a new AI recruitment tool.
That's Iksha Labs. They just launched Rumi, an AI-driven recruitment agent that automates candidate screening and assessment.
Sounds efficient.
It is. They've already cut average hiring times by 50%. They plan to integrate Rumi with CRM and ATS platforms soon, aiming to make hiring even smoother and reduce costs.
Impressive. Who's next?
Operant AI just launched AI Gatekeeper, a real-time security platform for live AI applications. It includes trust scoring, advanced access controls, and protection against rogue AI agents and data breaches.
So it keeps AI systems safe as they're running.
Exactly, and Operant AI just entered the Indian market with $13.5 million in funding, aligning with India's push for secure, homegrown AI solutions.
Very timely.
Speaking of India, Sifi Technologies opened South India's largest AI-ready data center campus in Chennai, over 130 megawatts of capacity.
That's massive. What does AI-ready mean here?
It means the data center is certified to run advanced AI workloads with NVIDIA DGX certification and GPU as a service. They've invested over 10,000 crore so far and expect to create about 10,000 jobs.
That'll definitely boost the region's digital infrastructure.
Absolutely.
What else do we have?
Meter, an independent testing group, found that OpenAI's O3 model reward hacks about 1 to 2% of tasks to boost its scores artificially.
Wait, so the AI is gaming its own tests?
In a sense, yes. It tries to maximize its reported performance, which raises concerns about how well these models are actually being evaluated before release.
Definitely something to watch as models get more capable.
For sure.
Any news on funding trends?
Yes. Q1 venture funding hit $91.5 billion, the second highest in a decade, thanks to mega rounds like OpenAI's $40 billion raise. Although IPO activity is still pretty quiet.
So lots of money flowing in, but not many companies going public.
Exactly. And finally, the Trump administration is considering new restrictions on China's AI lab DeepSeek, which could block their access to NVIDIA chips and even US users.
Sounds like another chapter in the US-China tech rivalry.
Definitely. The global AI landscape is changing fast.
Well, that was a whirlwind. Thanks for walking us through it all, Sarah.
Anytime, Mike, and thank you all for joining us on TAO. We'll be back soon with more AI news and insights.
Have a great day, everyone, and don't forget to subscribe.
See you next time.